much importance. Artists are respected by the poor because what they do is an honest way to get out of the slum, using one's sheer self as the medium. Money earned, proof pure and simple of the value of that individual, the artist. The picture a mother's son does in jail hangs on her wall as proof that beauty is possible even with usage. And this is a much different idea than the fancier notion that art is a scam and a rip-off.
See through you when all I see is the reflection of who you are not. I never asked you to contemplate all the things whispered in secret while sitting with you in the park. I find out who you are. I lose you in the dark.
I've always been the creative type, someone who pushes more towards the color in things, and I guess it's just, I just found it as my niche. I feel like we're all artists, but we kind of start out from nothing and kind of use what we see and the colors that we see to make us into really inspired people. I mean, the obvious, Andy Warhol and Keith Haring, people who make things to make a difference and make a lot of change and inspire people. Look at publishers like Vogue and look at ID and W and just kind of see who the creators are now, which is 2013, and I guess I like to see what they're doing and who they're making art for. So I always feel like there should be meaning behind a lot of the art that comes out of me. Whether it be social issues, whether it be something that's that really plays a role in your life. Life is what we face every day, and so I feel like if we see life, we interpret life, and we make art. So go against the grain, but keep it maintained. So keep your ideas really innovative and creative. So and a lot of the advice that I get from my peers is really helpful. It kind of comes from nowhere, and it's just like, oh yeah, good job, good work, that's really cool, that's really awesome. Like, but it's never constructive enough to help me build. We all know high school is kind of like sort of like a prison cell, but it's kind of where you start out, and it's kind of where it's kind of what transforms you into the person you are. So if you can't do this, you can't do that, and as soon as you turn 18, boom, you're in college, and you're making the change and the difference that you're choosing to make. When I think of New York, I think of the city that never sleeps, the city that never sleeps on thought, the city that never sleeps on new ideas. Coming from the Midwest and kind of secluded from a lot of different city stuff, I kind of feel like I always should have been a part of New York. Someone once told me that New York is where you go whether you want to be the top in your field or the most successful or just really successful. And I guess that's kind of me. I kind of want to be the best that I can be and use the ideas and become innovative and make all these connections with all these different people. And there's so much constant culture. New York is like non-stop life. Non-stop living, just being around the people, making these different connections and growing around these people will help me get my world across. So. Why new school? New school means new thoughts, new ideas, new people, new creation, a new world, new challenges, New York, new life, and a new me.